Before the engines touched the road south, the ride meant something different to each man in the Anchorage dawn. For Bubba, it was a promise. For Dave, a plan that needed fuel and timing. For Big, another long run measured in judgment. For Lyle, a route to question before trusting. For Abhijit, it was the ride he would remember all his life. Their Harley-Davidson Road Kings stood in a line, saddlebags tight, windshields catching pale light. The air had that sharp Alaskan bite that made every breath feel serious.
We leave tight, we leave smart, and we stay together. Nobody turns this into a personal legend before the first long stretch.
Fuel checks are done, tire pressure is good. If anything starts sounding wrong, say it early.
Weather is clear for now, but that means nothing up here. Clear can turn mean fast.
Then maybe we cut the first leg short and do not push so hard out of the gate.
Maybe we stick to the plan.
I agreed to a destination, not to treating your pace like gospel.
That was Bubba and Lyle. Bubba led with force because force had carried him through most things. Lyle pushed back because he trusted his own red first. Dave and Big stayed out of it for the moment. They knew that kind of weather too, and not only the kind in the sky. A few feet away, Abhijit tightened a strap, checked it twice, then listened. He noticed who spoke first, who got ignored, who got the last word. He was the youngest by far, and everyone knew it. He had the bike, the nerve, and the invitation, but not yet the standing.
You good, Abhijit?
Yes, ready.
Ready is easy to say in a parking lot.
Then I will say it again on the road.
Bubba studied him for a beat. Big noticed, Dave did too. Lyle acted like he did not.
Kids packed light. That already puts him ahead of half the riders. Headed to Sturgis.
Light is good, means he plans to keep moving.
That earned the smallest grin from Abhijit, and the morning loosened a little. Bubba mounted first because, of course he did. The others followed in the order they had settled into long ago. Bubba out front, Dave close enough to help, far enough to watch. Big where he could read the whole line. Lyle riding like he hated being placed anywhere. Abhijit learning the formation with both hands firm on the bars. Then the engines came alive together, deep and rolling, and Anchorage began to fall behind them. The first miles felt blessed. The road opened wide. Morning light spread low across the land. Mountains stood in the distance like old witnesses. The pack moved as one dark ribbon through the cold, and for a while, the trip was exactly what men mean when they talk about freedom. At the first fuel stop, the ritual became clear. Bubba checked the group before himself. Dave went straight to pumps and mileage. Big watched the sky, the road, and every stranger nearby. Lyle inspected his bike with the focus of a man expecting disappointment. Abhijit stayed a half step behind, trying to help without looking eager.
Keep that spacing and you will be fine.
I was a little tight on the last bend.
Everybody's on the first leg. The road teaches the pace.
And if it does not, that means the rut is warning you.
Or it means Bubba is setting a pace for young knees and old pride at the same time.
If you want to lead, Lyle, say you want to lead.
I want to arrive without grinding ourselves down before the real miles start.
It might have gone bad there, but Big stepped in with a coffee cup and old timing.
Save it for when The weather earns it. No sense spending anger on blue sky.
A couple of local riders asked where they were bound and grinned when they heard Sturgis. That one word tightened the purpose of the ride. It was no longer just a garage plan. It was a test waiting at the far end of 1,000 decisions. As the day stretched on, Abhijit began to catch the rhythm. When Bubba signaled, he answered cleanly. When Dave checked on him, he held steady. When Big pointed out rough patches, he adjusted without panic. Even Lyle gave him a glance that felt more like evaluation than dismissal. By afternoon, the North reminded them that every easy road charges interest later. The wind changed first, then the light flattened. Then clouds rolled in low and heavy, swallowing distance and turning the highway into a gray question.
There it is.
That came quick.
We can stop short, wait it out, and make up time tomorrow.
No, we ride through.
Based on what? Your mood?
Based on the fact that this trip gets harder every time we hesitate.
Rain hit in a hard sweep, cold sheets that slapped jackets, blurred shields, and turned the road slick under heavy bikes. The formation tightened. The fun was gone now. This was grip, focus, distance, and the fight not to overcorrect. Abhijit felt the back wheel twitch once and forced himself not to panic. His shoulders wanted to lock. His hands wanted to clamp down. Ahead of him, the pack kept moving, and he matched them one measured second at a time.
Easy, easy. Let the bike move under you.
Dave's voice came over the calm as a level horizon, and it gave Abhijit something solid to follow.
Watch the low side by the shoulder. Water is pooling.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
Keep riding.
You keep saying that like it solves everything.
The argument traveled through the storm in clipped bursts, dangerous because attention was precious. Bubba believed momentum was survival. Lyle believed stubbornness could kill just as fast. Between those truths, the road kept asking for payment. They pushed on until the rain eased enough for them to pull beneath the weak shelter of a roadside station with flickering lights and a half-working air pump. Water streamed off leather and denim, gloves came off stiff. Nobody looked heroic. They looked cold, irritated, and honest.
We lost less time than we would have by stopping earlier.
And bought ourselves twice the risk.
We are stopped now. That is what matters.
Bikes stayed upright. Men stayed upright. Count that as a good hour.
Abhijit peeled off one glove and flexed his fingers. They were numb, but he was smiling anyway.
What are you grinning at?
I am still here.
That is a proper reason to smile.
Bubba turned toward him then, seeing not just the youngest rider who had wanted a chance, but the rider who had taken his first real punch from the road and stayed in the saddle.
You did not fold.
I thought about it once.
Only once? Then you're already crazier than the rest of us.
That drew the first real laugh of the trip, rough and brief, but shared. The tension did not vanish. Bubba and Lyle still carried opposite maps in their heads, and the road ahead was still long. But under the sputtering station lights, with wet bikes ticking as they cooled, Abhijit was no longer just the kid trying to keep up. He was becoming part of the line, and somewhere beyond the rain, beyond the next argument, beyond all the miles still waiting to test them, Sturgis remained like a promise none of them were ready to quit. Not one of them said it out loud, but every man there knew the ride had truly begun.